midway in terms of the debate on if I know okay, then let's go to the two responses. The Nash card is gone. Let's go to the two responses about oppression. That's why oppression still links to the AC frame. You can group these arguments. These arguments only supercharge the argument I'm making on the AC, because that means that if we determine that what is good and we have determined that oppression is something we ought to stop, and this means that we should consider the oppression of animals necessary. Remember, this question ultimately begs the argument whether or not we should consider the oppression of animals in the first place. She does not make an argument. I question in cross-examination whether the oppression of animals even consider if they're considered with the moral theory, which is the argument that the AC makes. That means whether they would automatically agree against the right for the Mackey analysis, which we'll be extending in a second. So extend the Lewis analysis that we have to determine what's right, because we have to know what is good to answer that, which is the right result. We even never act in the right without good. We can't verify whether we're allowed to choose things, so it has to be tied to ability to do the thing it wants to do. So the Lewis analysis operates like this. It says there has to be a fundamental conception of the good that we have to be trying to achieve. She says the good is something like oppression, something like pain, but that comes first. But this already concedes the argument that animals are included within the sphere of recognition of justice, which means automatically that means we have obligation to animals. If I extend the obligation would take the form of rights, then you should affirm automatically. So that comes out of the Mackey analysis, which she just concedes in the last week. Big mistake. Extend Mackey says any goal-based theory collapse into one based on negative rights, because there's an infinite number of choices and moral subjects, so can't be exhausted. In terms of details, we will also include general provision for practical purposes of actually putting comments. So that means you should. That means that I'm going to the framework there in terms of the oppression. Also, it's a reason as to why you can affirm off the K itself, because that not ultimately non-unique the impact. She is also advocating rights, because she has a goal-based moral theory. She's trying to stop oppression. The only way to do that is by granting rights. She concedes this argument. She still has to be defending though the K is ultimately non-unique. She's also conceding that you should presume after. There's no question if you want it. If the theoretical reason to presume after, just presume after, because of the time negative 1 times 2. I have only 4 minutes to answer 7 minutes of NC spread, which means that you should presume after. It's harder. Go to Nagel. Extend Nagel to pain provides a motivational reason because we auto-avoid it, so it's bad injustice must be informed of the fact that links back to Lewis analysis of the contempt of pain, even if she's making the argument extended dumb to that pain is determined to define in terms of oppression. I am still linking back because pain is ultimately the thing that we're linking to. That means oppression is defined in terms of pain, because pain is the most simple thing. If we lock concept in ourselves, we would still apprehend the balance of pain. So go to the connection itself. She makes absolutely no response to the connection, which means I'm getting full weight, 100% strengthening back to the AC standard. Extend the Singer analysis of the 8 points that science apply pain in other species, so we know the other species experience pain. Then extend the Weir analysis that animals are conscious of experience pain, such as the bird, they experience pain, so they experience example distraction, which applies distraction based on whereas then finally extend the role analysis to endorse and prevent pain present invertebrates function to death prevention of experience. The role analysis is critically important in turning back the pain, because it also means that I'm literally giving rights to everyone who's sentient, which means there's no arbitrary distinction between I don't link the pain in the first place. The role of evidence indicates that we would give all rights to almost all animals, including flatworms and worms that do possess them, because they have endorphins to stop the camp. That's something that pervades the entire evolution. You know, that's specific evidence. So even if you think the evidence is necessary, this claim that's overstating the evidence. She's not challenging the first place. You should give me full weight on this evidence. The evidence turned back for K, because the evidence turned back for K because that means also I'm linking back. There's no exclusion. The exclusionary boundary she's talking about is literally between rocks and trees and living beings. That means because living beings are the ones being oppressed, and we don't oppress rocks and trees. That means that this argument's fundamentally non-unique. I am solving back by giving this right to. I'm the one who's solving the exclusionary boundary. At best, her world will not solve this exclusionary boundary back, because it would just mean that there are some animals who are still not included, because she's not taking any action with solving the problem in the first place. Where I'm making the steps toward solving the problem of the rights exclusion, which is ultimately you can affirm off the case. So the round is very simple. I'm winning the AC frame, which precludes per the Lewis analysis event. Even if you want to look K, I'm winning 3 reasons why it turns back. I'm winning the AC framework and the AC contention. Oh, there's the other 2 reasons. Oh, that's the Mackey analysis and the Rowland analysis.
What is the?
Sorry, it looks like there's 3. There's actually 2 reasons that. No, sorry, there are 3. I can't count. The Mackey argument is that if you have a goal-based moral theory, the only way that you can take action in terms of that goal is by having a system of rights, because otherwise you can't change your moral theory all the time to account for very specific circumstances. You have to have general prohibitions, because those are the only ones that can actually practically prohibit conduct that you determine is wrong. This means you also have to advocate rights, because your moral theory, your quasi-framework at the top about oppression, is something, a goal you're trying to achieve, so you link into this argument. Which case not unique to presume after. Then second argument now? Yeah. Okay, second argument is the Rowland analysis. Rowland says that because the entire evolution of ladder has these things called endorphins. Endorphins mask pain, so you can get out of injury or whatever it is in terms of evolution. That's something that's involved within all species. So the difference is that if you're a being, you have these endorphins, you mask pain, you're conscious of pain, you have pain. That's why these endorphins develop. Otherwise, they would have never developed in the first place. So the implication of this argument is that I don't draw the exclusionary boundary that you say between non-animals and animals, because literally all animals, including flatworms, would still get rights. The difference is then between like rocks and beings. Lewis? It means the AC replaces the K. Because Lewis says we have to look to what is good before we determine what is right. The K is a question of rightness. But that means we first have to look to the conception of good. And by running this argument about oppression and how oppression is defined in terms of pain, you're conceding that there is a goodness that we have to determine first, and that animals should be considered under that goodness. Otherwise, your argument has a missing link because it doesn't prove why the cruelty or force that we force on animals is something we should care about. If you assume that we should care about that, then that means they're already within the sphere. It means we already have obligations to them.
Starting with overview, I don't have to flow, and then it's gonna go K and case. But actually, we'll start on the framework on case after. So overview, framework AC, K, and I'll syntax.
Wait, overview framework?
Yeah, AC framework. Sorry, off the list. Ready? All right.
Yeah.
This one is going to be really, really clear because he's going to be linking into the K, and he's going to be, I'm going to prove how he's going to be linking into this hierarchy of power, how justice can't require that oppression, and that means that the also going to be completely mutually exclusive with the AC because you can't require something that's going to, you can't re-entrench rights, oppression, and reject oppression at the same time. So, go to the rules argument where he says that you can he's saying the rules argument that you can be excluding the NC because you have to determine what is good prior to determine what is right. But what he's saying the definition of what oppression is that oppression is defined as something that is not good, that is going to be giving you undue harm and undue cruelty and force. That means that you're going to be rejecting the AC because I want to define that as oppression as something that's going to be a bad. That means it's not determining what is going to be right or wrong, but determining as already objective bad. That means it's going to be linking in on that level. But then if you go to the NC framework, it says value justice center is giving each tier 2 and it says that the second extended definition from calling to oppression is the act of substituting by cruelty, forces, or deprives those subjected to do. They receive undue harm for their custom in order to be defined as something going to be objective violence. And the second justification that oppression precludes due treatments in any situation excluded from structures and acts of social goods becomes possible to ensure that includes outputs that are rules by harm. This is going to be damning for him because that he's conceding that oppression precludes any sort of determining what is going to be good or not, and precluding ability actually having some sort of determining what is going to be each person do. And he needs that he needs to be determining what is going to be actually what is going to be good and what is not going to be bad. That means determining how what each person deserves. That means that's going to be precluding ability actually having to determine what he's going to be doing. That's still oppression can justify some sort of oppression. Then go to affluent impacts. Extend capital mentions that rights approaching to the hierarchy of power that's caused and oppression by groups and powers. The right of the power group is determine who gets rights is not challenged, and only exclusion matters only be shifted and not destroyed. Extend capital treats even inclusion to animal into the rights of community does not stop for oppression because they only lie on one side of the exclusionary boundary. One original group and power can still determine who deserves rights and can always reshuffle that boundary. That means that even if animals are included within the rights boundary, even if they give them some sort of voice, that does not solve for some sort of oppression because we're still saying that the right group and power can still always reshuffle the boundary and re-exclude the animals because their power to determine who are rights holders and who aren't rights holders is still going to be unchallenged and still going to exist. So that is the point what he's missing. It's not that we're like excluding animals and trees and that's why it's going to be bad. The argument is that we are not challenging the group in power and actually their ability to actually reshuffle the rights boundary to determine who are rights holders and who aren't rights holders. Then go to active links. Extend that the AC Act is extension of rights to animals, which is the strongest thing in the hierarchy of power, and the negative stress as the go to the Act 3 of the alternative. Extend capital just as the alternative to the former oppression group deserves rights to how to stop power abuse from the top of the hierarchy. And extend capital says only people take the first step to realize their rights in strict hierarchy. So before we make challenges oppression and often reject some hierarchies rather than faking sovereignty with rights extension. Only when each human takes personal responsibility to reject preferences of acts and break aside oppression and church rights approach. His three types of premise arguments that we can just give animal rights but trying to reject the power structure. But my argument is that when we actually extend rights to animals, then the word is reaffirming the supremacy of the group in power because we're saying you have the right to determine who are rights holders and who aren't rights holders. We're never questioning their right. Moreover, this is going to be problematic when you try to make this net benefit because first, they always do make claims. But what the case establishes after you included the rights community, you think you have rights, but the group in power still can reshuffle the boundary and exclude you from the rights community. So you think that you have rights and you're not going to be rising up to challenge the group in power. Rather, you're just going to be seeing you're going to be think that you're going to be safe within the rights. I mean, you're not going to be rising up and re-challenge the rights. It's always better to exclude from the rights boundary because then we actually have the motivation to challenge the oppression from the top rather than think that we're going to be safe and protected from rights. That means that he is still buying into the K mindset because he's saying that we're still he thinks that rights will be solving for kind of oppression, but I'm saying that the rights is only reintroducing oppression because we're still reaffirming their supremacy. And off a second, that beneficial will always be it doesn't I can't account for all because I'm always going to remain unchanged because the power hierarchy still exists. But my argument is that when we actually reject the power hierarchies and each person actually responds to own responsibility to reject oppression at its core and explain why a person actually ought to reject that kind of oppression, and that means that we can actually stop back for the core of sometimes we have to take a second step away from the rights mindset, because at the point we are entrenched in the rights mindset, we can never actually know what kind of policy actually uses solvency. So